Hello everyone and welcome to first part of Let's Play King of Dragon Pass. Now as you can see on the screen, the King of Dragon Pass is an old game. Well, old. It has been made in 1999, which makes it sort of old, but it's not an oldie in my opinion. What is King of the Dragon Pass? King of the Dragon Pass is a game I somehow managed to miss in my young time. That I managed to miss in my young time. By this time I already owned the computer, but I had no idea such a game exists. And I found out about it, I don't know, maybe 15 days ago, and since the first moment I bought it and tried it out, I knew that I want to let's play this. Now, you might have noticed that this is a blind LP. I don't do blind LPs usually, but I'll make an exception in this case. Why? I'm gonna try to explain now. King of the Dragon Pass is as heavy story-based and a strategy and RPG game in which you create your own tribe and try to become a leader of a Dragon Pass. It's set in a fictional world that has as long as I understand it, has a couple of books written in it, and it's a world like the Middle Earth. So then there's a world in which this game takes place. I forget the name of it, but you can find it out on the wiki. Now, King of the Dragon Pass makes you a leader of one of the tribes, and you have to deal with the things that happen in your village. You have to deal with your neighbors, you have to defend, you have to provide enough food. You have to do all of these things in your village and in this game. And the way how you deal with each of the situations makes consequences come, and they have consequences, and it's an incredibly it has an incredible interesting storyline which interacts with the people in your village, your leaders, the neighboring villages. You encounter merchants and stuff. It's really like reading a book. The game gives you management values, and you could divide it in the management value where you have your village, which you manage. It's sort of like a SimCity game where you decide, okay, we will focus on getting more cattle this year, and we need more farmers, or we need to hire more fighters to defend our village. And then you proceed with the season, and like in Europa Universalis, an event pops out, and it can be one or more events, and based on, like, for example, a neighboring tribe's chief wants to marry your daughter, or someone, I don't know, rapes your village woman, or someone steals your cattle. There's a feud between two of your village members. There's a refugee from the next clan, and you have to deal with these situations. You can ask your advisors for advices, and based on how you deal with these situations, different storylines will unfold, and in the end you will either fail or become the King of the Dragon Pass. You have to see so many things. I played the tutorial for about an hour, and I was completely lost in the myriads of things this game throws at you. It's incredible, and the graphics is just so nice. You will see this as we start. But I just wanted to let you know what this game is. To all of you who actually likes the game like Europa Universalis, this is an incredibly, this is a gem. You can get it on Good Old Games for about, I don't know, I got it for like, I think $5 or something ridiculous like that. And this is the reason why I'm doing it blind, because the story is random, but I guess that once you play it through, they say you can play it through over and over and over and over, but I would like to share the story with you guys and to discover this game with you guys, because I'm not sure how many of you have seen this, and if you haven't, please be my guests, and we're gonna deal with this right now, and you will see what I mean once we start the new game and stuff like that. We will need a piece of paper and pen because there's so many informations in this game, so I'll make notes. And you know, as this is blind, I rely on you guys. No spoilers. I said it. If you put in a spoiler, if you play this game and put in a spoiler, I'm gonna ban you. And I'm not kidding. If you spoil this game and this story for me, I'm gonna fucking ban you. But otherwise, advices, reminders, things like that, please keep them coming. I'm gonna try to make these in short episodes, as you are used to 10 to 15 minutes, and post it every other day, or you know, so the story keeps flowing. And I'll be immensely gratified if you guys will stick with me and you know, see this through to the end. So let's start. Okay. There once was a time when gods and people walked the earth together. Your clan traces its ancestry back to those times. Your clan history begins when you joined the forces of the storm god Orwanth. Back then, Orwanth was simply one of many upstart, rebellious gods bent upon conquest of the world. Orwanth's unique contribution at that time were personal honor and a close kinship to the other deities, who seemed to be on the winning side. After many tribulations, adventures, and discoveries, Orwanth proved himself worthy of marrying Ernauda, the Earth Mother. The two of them created the marriage ring and established great harmony in the world through this sacred bonding. Your clan took part in the wedding ceremony. Most clans either whooped with Orwanth or learned a secret from Ernauda. A few clans stood with Elmal, god of horses and the sun, as an honor guard. How did you prepare for the great marriage? So we have three options. Either your men and women donned gleaming armor and stood guard with Elmal to protect the celebrants from Ornaut's many enemies, or your men whooped with Ornaut and drank the 8 known drinks so that their heads would hurt during the ceremony, or your woman withdrew with Ernauda and learned a list of names which they promised not to repeat to the men. Well, I guess we're gonna go with your men and women doing gleaming armor and stood guard with Elmal to protect the celebrants from Ornaut's many enemies. There's no, I don't know what this means, but it has a meaning, in my opinion, a big one, because this shapes the way your clan starts and becomes. Orwanth's struggle to remake the world was just the beginning, and many other gods joined him in it. Orwanth undertook many wars of conquest. Other more peaceful deeds were just as important. Your earliest famous event was either the Battle of Extinguished Field, when Orwanth's forces defeated those of his worst enemy, Yelm the Bright Emperor, or the 100-Day Hunt, when Orwanth's brother Odiah trekked the Sky Bear, or Jested Settlement, when Isaris the Talking God outwitted foreign deities in a difficult negotiation, or the Procession of the Animals, when Urauda, the Cow Mother, led the sacred herd onto Orwanth's stead, or when Barnan, the son of Orwanth, and Erwanda harnessed oxen to plow, or when Ernaud and her daughters went to a hidden place and then came back with many secrets, or when Ohaukor Mhlai, the knowing god, learned how to use the marking bone, which could mark signs of power upon anything, or when Pella, the pottery goddess, made the first pot to store grain in, or when Rotina, Lady of Dance, first performed the clown-making dance. Huh. I really like the oxen to plow, When Barwan, son of Orland, Arnalda harnessed oxen to plow. This seems like the best option, and I'm gonna go with it. Orland succeeded in remaking the world, and thus began the golden era called the Storm Age. Orland's son Vincod was a famous warlord during this time. Most of the people in the area were among his followers. Many people who would not have survived joined his tribes. He was a great organizer and helped the many scattered people form into new clans and tribes. Your clan was one of those aided by King Vincod. After you proved yourself robust and capable of survival, Vincod placed a remnant people under your protection. They were the Naudabane or stick farmers. You had a choice whether to make them into thralls, your slaves, or adopt them as members of your clan. How did you add these strangers? As adopted family. Or as thralls, which are the slaves, but we're gonna go with adopted family. The foes of the Vincodlings were many. Your people fought hard against them. Which one of them in particular did you fight? Bostakant the Troll Lord, or Ukargra, King of the Basmove Beastmen, or Chingismor the Elf Warlord, or Tada the Green, Champion of the Flatland called Prax, or Farawintor, Salty Lord of the Sea, or Vesvena, son of Valind, Warlord of the Ice Tribe. I'm not sure which one, but I say Bostakar the Troll Lord, I guess. That one seems... Or maybe the King of... No, let's go with the Ukargra, King of the Basmole Beastmen. The Storm Age ended in disaster when the gods and creatures of chaos came and destroyed nearly everything. Orland and his allies fought hard against them, but chaos almost always won. Catastrophes shook the world, such as the sunfall, the rain of blood, and the terrible laughing tsunami. In this era, many gods died, and many new ones rose to prominence. The darkness got so bad that even Orland and his companions had to abandon humans to their own destiny. Only a few deities, either small ones or weak ones, remained at all. The world stagnated and died. Your clan, whatever its previous glory, was diminished to a ragged handful of hardy survivors. Hort the King was the leader who emerged amid the turmoil of the darkness. The combined efforts of Hort and his companions helped set the world in order again. He created the laws that we follow to this day. One of the great distinctions which Hort discerned among his clans was that some of them tended towards either peace or war, while others maintained a balance between these two principles. Which kind of was your clan? Well dang, this one is probably the most important of those all. Well, my gameplay usually suits peace, so I might go with the peace. But on the other hand, the world is a really bad place when it comes to the clans, and I expect we will be under attack many times, so war would be more suitable. I guess we'll go with the balanced. Probably doesn't have any bonuses, probably is just a balanced tribe. Finally the sun rose again. While the rest of society worked to protect itself, find food, or otherwise just survive, the first priests worked to re-establish links with the ancient deities. Thanks to this new harmony between people and deities, the world was slowly improved. Once the awakening process has begun, it got easier and went quicker as the gods helped wake each other up. Who was the first deity which your clan helped to awaken? None. Our ancestors are good enough. Or none. We retain worship of our living deity. we have Ernalda, the mother goddess, Orwan the father, Isaris the talking god, Wakormid the knowing god, the healing goddess, or the cow mother. Dang, I forgot what the god was called. The one we start with as a... Was it Erwanda, the mother goddess? Anyway, she gave us the oxen to plow. But Orwand was one of the most important ones, so I'm considering one of these two. Let's go with Ernalda, the mother goddess. Things have been different since the dawn. 1300 years ago, Orwand and the other gods retreated from the world, leaving it to mortals. You can still contact the gods through ritual and sacrifice, or enter their realm by reenacting the great stories about their deeds, which contain great magic, but they no longer walk beside you. When you settled in a new place, you marked this great change in the world by naming your land not after a god, but after a mortal like yourself. You called it Heortland, in honor of the king who taught you how to survive during the darkness. About 600 years ago, a dragon approached you, in either its own form or that of a human with a dragon soul inside it. The dragons had always been hostile, or at the very best utterly uncaring. Orwand has always been the dragon slayer. After appropriate debate, you had to choose whether to believe the dragon, to cooperate and learn to do what dragons know, or to refuse the dragon and maintain neutrality. That doesn't sound right. Neutrality. Or to actively oppose the dragon's plans. What was your attitude towards the dragons? Hostile, we fought against them. Negative, we would never believe a dragon. Neutral, we didn't go along. Or positive, we joined into their dragon knowledge. What did they want? They were... A dragon approached you. And there's not really anything what they say. Well, I'm intending to say positively join in the dragon knowledge because I believe the knowledge could be preferable. Like if someone approached me and asked me, he's gonna teach me something, I say we could join in their dragon knowledge. Okay. Most of the people who said yes to dragons moved to Dragon Pass, a land all to the north of your home, Heartland. Or Heortland, it's not Heartland, Heortland. You stayed in Heortland, and it was a good thing, too, for a little over 200 years ago the dragons rose up and ate everyone who lived in Dragon Pass. They ate the Orlante along with all of the other foolish humans' dragon friends. For a long time no humans went to Dragon Pass. Everyone was sure that the dragons would eat them too. Holy crap! I would already killed my clan if... Recent events in Heortland made you think twice about the abandoned land of Dragon Pass. A generation ago, an usurper who called himself the Pharaoh came to Heortland and started a civil war. Your clan was one which broke into disputes, sometimes violent, about whether to support the Pharaoh or not. In the end, your group of dissidents decided that it would be better to risk the dangers of the Dragon Pass. Isn't that getting eaten by a dragon? Than to stay and kill your own kin, which is the greatest sin an Orwanti can commit. These dissidents, unable to live under the Pharaoh, would move northward to Dragon Pass. Yet that's where they ate the people. People of similar beliefs from other clans had already made the same decision and settled lands there. So you made a new clan and made it a balanced clan, just as your ancestors had done in the days of King Heort. Your new clan made the dangerous trek to Dragon Pass and selected a place to live. Like the other Orwanti refugees from Heortland, you settled in Quivinland. Quivinland, a mountainous area in the southeast quadrant of Dragon Pass. You would call these lands your home or Tula. Tradition required you to make a formal land claim. How much land did you claim? Either as much as we needed, no more, or more than we needed to grow into, or lots more than we would probably need, or huge tracts, far more than needed. Huh. How much land did you claim? Well, we will not claim huge tracts far more than needed. That doesn't suit the idea of my clan. And not even lots more than we would probably need. So I'm inclined to either as much as we needed, no more, or more than we needed to grow into. I would say more than we needed to grow into. Okay, let's go for that one. Your clan history. To prepare for the marriage of Ernalda and Orwant, your man and woman stood guard with Elmal. So he wasn't there. I knew he was from the E, but didn't see him. Your clan's earliest famous events was when Bartal learned to harness oxen to plows. You added strangers to your tribe as adopted family. Your ancient enemy is Ukargra, king of the Basmole beastmen. Your clan was a balanced clan. You first awakened Ernalda, the mother goddess. Your attitude towards dragon was positive, you shared their knowledge, and you have more land than you need to grow into. This seems... can I... Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, we can change it here. Ah, now I understand. We can name our clan. Bosporani. And difficulty level, either easy, average, or hard. I heard a lot about this game, and they say that hard means fucking hard. Like, really extremely hard. I will not play easy. I'm guessing between average and hard. This is a blind let's play, so playing on hard means we will be tormented, probably, and raped in many ways. So average might be better. Well, I'll have you guys to help. So let's go with hard. We're gonna have ourselves a huge challenge, and we're probably gonna fail. I'm sure about it. But we're gonna have one hell of a fun. Game length, either short, forging a tribe from other clans, have a clan leader elected king and keep the kingship for 10 years, or long, have your clan leader become king or queen of Dragon Pass. First forge other clans into a tribe, then unite the tribes into a kingdom. Now let's go for a long one. Oh, and here we are. This is the game itself. Now, this is the strategy part. I'm gonna go through this and then end for today. I just wanted to show you most of the things in the game. So this is the statistics that tell us about how we fared last year. Last year we built a clan hall, some steads, and a shrine to Elmal. But when we left Heortland, we lost much of our connection with the gods. Other clans we knew back in Heortland also sent emigrants to Dragon Pass, so we already have friends and enemies in the new land. It's now time for the annual allocation of our clan magic. Okay, fair enough. No, it's okay. I want to... wait. Yeah, like this. Okay, this is what our village looks like at the moment. it shows us everything on the screen here. This is a strategy screen. Everything here has a meaning. So these are our cows. We have 700 cattle. They are wealth, milk, and a meat for our clan. We have 105 hides of barley, wheat, and rye. We anticipate harvesting food for 759 people. Okay. Trying to earn Nauda, the Earth Mother, provides blessed crops. Okay. We have 3 weapon-tains patrol the edges of our Tula, trying to spot cattle raiders. Okay, that's good. Our 1,462 sheep provide us with wool and meat. Okay, so they're both working with the cattle. Do we have pigs? We should have pigs somewhere. No, this is cattle. It's all cattle. Oh, we have 50 horses that provide mounts for our weapon-tains and nobles, logically. This is a shrine to Elmal, the sun, provides steadfast. Okay, so this is the guy we stood with, the guard guy, and this is the goddess we woke as our goddess. I guess that's all here. Forest, where we hunt game. Okay, that makes sense. Our main deity is Elma, the steadfast sun. Okay, so this is... Does it... No, it's not clickable. This is our village. We have 138 cotters, 10 the clan... Oh, 138 cotters, 10 the clan sheep, and raise our food. Okay. We have 8 hunters. They bring in food for 16 people. Okay, that's not that much, but okay. 277 cows tend the clan's cattle and raise our food. Okay, so obviously we don't hunt that much. We are farmers and cattle herders. 10 weapon-tains, 4 are patrolling nearby and 3 are on the outer patrol. So those are these guys here. No, these are the ones that scout near our settlement. These are the guys on the outer banks. 10 crafters. They produce 31 cows worth of goods each year. 26 nobles make up for the clan leadership. These are the guys who work with the cattle. And this should be the clan hall. Yeah, this is the clan hall where the chief lives. 26 nobles makes up for the clan's leadership. Okay, I see. Now is the sacred time. This is the year 1329. Okay, this doesn't show anything. Okay, so I think we're done here. Let's proceed. Okay, and this is the first screen we will enter after Sacred Time. Sacred Time is the first season. We are still in it, and this is actually the screen where we take the main steps for next year. Forecast. Our god talkers predict a more or less normal harvest. It will be a good year for hunting. Hunting is not really necessary for us, as I understood, and our god talkers predict a more and more. Okay. Normal harvest. Our clan leader is Born Gold. We have not honored our clan deity by performing the hero quest of Elmo Guards the Stead. Okay, we should look into that. Oh, this is also the statistic. We have 700 cattle, 100 goods, 470 food, population of 769 people. We have 10 weapon-tains, or is it weapon-tains? And 7 magic. These are our elders, the guys that rule in the village. Guys and women, but there's only one woman. So these should be the symbols of their gods, if I understood the tutorial right. But I don't see... It doesn't... So we have Born Gold, who says that we have not honored our clan deity by performing the hero quest of Elmo Guards the Stead. That's probably we should look into that. We have just our cost. We have performed no hero quests. Okay. We have Durasa. With such a good omen, we won't need extra hunting magic. Not that it would hurt. Devote you to diplomacy, then we should do rituals for war, trade and mysteries. Leave something so we can deal up with any crisis that come up. By the way, this is the thing, in the beginning of every season you divide your magic, which is probably the rituals and focus of the village, as I understand it, into these categories. Children who logically increase the amount of births in your village, crops, that's the yields you gain after the end of the year, diplomacy, that helps dealing with the other tribes, health, so your people won't get sick, herds, logical cattle, hunting, mysteries. I don't actually know what mysteries are all about. Quests, neither do I understand that. Trade, that's self-explanatory, and war. It's easier keeping people healthy than trying to cure them later. I think we should allocate 2 to health magic and conserve a few points in case we need to call on Kalana, Eroi, during the year. It's probably the goddess, his goddess. Fontaro says, if we devote our magic to mysteries, we can then sacrifice and learn the proper rituals to worship the gods better. Oh, I see. So the mysteries means that you can sacrifice. And Uranstan, spend all we can on mysteries, then we can sacrifice for understanding of the important blessings. This is our reputation, and now we have to divide our magic. Well, this guy says we haven't done some hero quest. As we are mainly dependent on crops, I say we put 1 in crops. We put 2 in health and 2 in children, so we have a higher population. I don't think we need hunting at all, nor do we need trade at the moment. Hopefully not war. I'm kind of putting it like this. Herds and mysteries. Crops. Hero quest. So let's keep it this way. We'll see how that works. Children, crops, health, herds. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. Crops. Because if we invest in crops, we will have more food, and we won't need to tend to the herds that much. But on the other hand, if you have enough food and no herds, that's not good as well. Nor do we. Okay, let's do it like this. I say let's do it like this. This should be the elementary: children, crops, diplomacy, health, and herds. That seems reasonable. What's this? Oh no! That's. So let's proceed. Okay, and now we have the first season. We will continue from here on next time. I hope you will join me in this great game next time. I know that was a lot of information to process, but this is all I know. There's nothing else I actually understand. So from now on, we will have to discover this game together. And as this is gonna be hard difficulty, you will see me cry, you will see me getting tormented, and you can be here with me to do it and comment on it. So hope to see you next time, and all the best.